Welcome back, everybody. So we're playing today the new demo that came out for Resident Evil 4. So it's the Chainsaw demo. So I'll be playing it from beginning to end. And giving you guys my
1998.
take on the game.
It's a day I'll never forget.
Based on what I remember
Cop inside
from
me
what I
died
played
that
on
day.
the original.
And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions.
I don't know, there's something about
At least I kept my mind off everything.
about the character I don't really like too much.
The pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
So we get a little bit of a recap for Leon. Leon Stimpy. All right, so to give you guys details, I'm playing this on performance mode. So it will be in 4K, and I enabled ray tracing. So the video will also be rendered in 60 frames per second to compensate for the lack of frames in the resolution mode. So the photo mode was not that bad. It was at least better than Callisto Protocol. Resident Evil Village's photo mode, where the camera was orbital and you couldn't move it. At least with this one, you could at least travel like a few feet in front of you. Like, see, I don't know what, like, his character model, like, hopefully they tighten it up for a post release, but he looks
How far could he have gone?
frumpy. Like, his pants are way too loose. The jacket is way oversized and too loose. Like, the seams for the shoulders should be ending around your shoulders, not below your shoulders. If the seam ends below your shoulders, past your shoulders, that fit is too big for you. Now, I'm not telling you how to dress, I'm just telling you what those shoulder seams are for. But you guys didn't think you were going to get a fashion critique in this video, huh? So there is a lot of detail in the game, and it's very noticeable. Again, I'm playing it in resolution, so everything stands out a lot more, and of course with ray tracing. So unfortunately, we're not getting the full 60 frames per second that we would in the frame rate mode. But you guys know me, I always do my gameplay videos most of the time in 4K. Well, resolution mode.
Anyone home?
Nope. Just you, Leon. Leon Stimpy Kennedy. That's what the S stands for in his name, by the way. That's a true story I just made up. So I might play the demo again afterwards and maybe do a full-on critique of the game, but we'll see. Yeah, so you're gonna see I'm not really taking too much time exploring and looking at everything. The demo just came out. You know, I kind of want to get this video out to get as many views as popular as possible for a popular demo that just came out that a lot of people will be making videos on, you know, YouTubing. Wait. He looks an uncanny version
Sorry to
of
barge in like this.
Fidel Castro with a goofy grin.
Busco a un policía. Vino aquí?
So I also enabled the depth of field, and I put the field of vision almost to the max. That's why, Leon, you don't turn your back on villagers. That is very... It's at the same time well done, but at the same time, he looks very crispy, like very dry. So pulling out the camera again. So usually when I take out the photo mode, it's either to have a look around or to grab screenshots for potential thumbnails for the video. Now, I think an amazing photo mode, like games that have amazing photo modes, like as much as I disliked I disliked listening to Horizon Forbidden West, that had one of the best photo modes. Mortal Shell has a huge, amazing photo mode. Ratchet and Clank has a great photo mode as well. Guardians of the Galaxy surprisingly had a great photo mode. Callisto Protocol had a garbage photo mode. One of the worst photo modes where literally
That stinks.
the camera was orbital. Doesn't that soup look good? Save me some forehead. Forehead meat is the tastiest meat, by the way. Yeah, so Callisto Protocol was pretty much an orbital camera with a draw distance of like 2 feet. God of War 2018 had a decent photo mode. Like you couldn't really travel too far, but I think you could at least travel further with the camera than in this game. So I think a good photo mode should give you the freedom to travel at least 20, 30 feet. Now, I get it with a Resident Evil game, like a horror game, they wouldn't want you traveling too far, so you don't spoil too much of the game and, you know, take away its bite. Oh, Demon Souls Remake. Yeah, that one had an amazing photo mode. Yeah, as you could tell, I'm a big fan of photo mode. Disappointed that Hogwarts Legacy did not have photo mode. Also disappointed that Hogwarts Legacy was pushed. Well, my video on Hogwarts Legacy was pushed to the wrong audiences. My Dungeons and Dragons miniature haul, that one was actually pushed 100% to the right audience. Because we kind of have that visibility. Now look at that, that's pretty gross. Now see, he looks moist. He doesn't have that dry look that the other villager had. Yeah, so in cutscenes, of course, we're not going to be able to move the camera. But you never know. I think there was one game that you could do it, but it was a lot more limited than your standard photo mode in the game. So visually, the game is like, it looks great. Like your eyes aren't lying to you. Of course, it looks freaking amazing.
What was that?
So if you're one of these graphic whores, you should be sold on the game right off the bat.
No fucking way.
All right, so you guys are going to see me dying sometimes, or actually sometimes, often in games. This might be a good shot for the thumbnail, but at the same time, it might not meet the new YouTube criteria, because I had, like, my Joker video originally had for the thumbnail blood on it, and the moment I switched to that thumbnail, which actually was the default thumbnail that YouTube Studio chose, and then when I get through the monetization part, I get a notification that it's going to have limited ads. And then when I switched it to one of the other thumbnails, not a bad death animation, not a bad death animation. So like I said, you guys are going to see me dying in games quite often. More often than not, it's so I could test if there's a death animation.
What was that?
I usually do that when there's a recent checkpoint. That way I don't have to waste like a half an hour traversing my last gameplay. So I'm going to do it again over here, but this time, well, just watch. Just watch. Yeah, so I like to also make videos on death animations. The Dead Space ones did pretty damn well.
What was that? No fucking way.
So you guys heard Leon swearing right there. So I don't I don't necessarily have issues. Yes, this is our inventory screen. I don't per se have issues with swearing in the games.
Let's just keep
It's
getting
the
worse.
amount of swearing and the necessity of the swearing. So right there, when Leon swore, that was reactionary to seeing the zombie for the first time in this game, at least. So it's an appropriate reaction. And then you have games like Outspoken. Of course, I'm referring to Forspoken, but because of her attitude and the way she talks in the game, I call it Outspoken. So in games like Outspoken and in My opinion, the very little that I played, excuse me, in the very little that I played, Atomic Heart, my god, I thought he was worse than Frey. So hear me out. The reason why I thought that Sergei in Atomic Heart was worse than Frey is because your character in Atomic Heart is a grown ass man in his late 20s or possibly early 30s. Whereas Frey, you can excuse her horrible behavior because she's a teenager, an American teenager. So, and a lot of people, from what I was reading in comments about the reception, a lot of young Americans in certain demographics liked the character because of the way she dealt. So she does speak for an audience, but we're so I got gangbang right over here. Alright, don't push me, attack me. Nice, there you go. Have at it, have another one. So yeah, obviously I'm trying to get the guy to kill me because I want to see what the death animation was. See, right there I thought the death animation was going to trigger. As you can see, I disabled the HUD to give you guys that extra immersion. So missed opportunity, they could have had a pretty gruesome death scene right there. So going forward, yeah. So back to the swearing in the games. So Sergey, like, I'm over 30 years old, and even in my 30s, like after my 20s, I stopped or drastically reduced the amount of swearing that I did. So playing as a Sergey in Atomic Heart was a complete turn off because it's with him, it's every single line, every single dialogue has him swearing at least once, and he makes these ridiculous, cringe as hell jokes nonstop. Like, yes, I make nonstop jokes as well in real life for my own reasons, but I've curbed quite a bit of that because life tip, guys, people don't actually like constantly sarcastic people. I learned that the hard way. So, so far the game is very, very. I've been enjoying playing the game quite a bit. The demo.
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
What's your sit rep?
The aiming, like the aiming in the demo so far, I'm really not impressed
Intel was
with.
correct then. Well done.
It could definitely do with a lot of tweaking. Like I even adjusted the sliders where the aim assist is very aggressive.
My escorts are.
So you down sight on your
Talk later.
iron sights, and I even set it to follow the character. And quite often, more often than not, it won't lock onto the character. And you'll see a little bit later, I'm going to target the enemy. It will lock on, but it's going to even follow the enemy when it goes behind the wall. And that was pretty damn funny. So yeah, honestly, so far that's the only thing that I have actually against the game. The photo mode doesn't make or break the game. It's just a personal thing that I liked. Now, this scene, I really liked this scene when I just entered it. Very well set up. So you know to expect something major over here. Now, the demo is short enough. You could definitely beat it in about like 25 minutes. So I'm going to definitely replay it and try it with the other settings of the frame rate settings. And of course, since the scenery, the scenic videos do generate well, I might make one of those as well. As we have our typewriter back. Crap, I haven't taken stock if you could walk around, move around freely while aiming. Because if I remember correctly, I don't think you could do that in Resident Evil 4. I think you could just walk very, very slowly. Yeah, so we're 20 minutes into the video, so I thank you very much, guys, for choosing to watch this video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. I know there's bigger channels you guys could be watching, but I appreciate you guys giving me the time. It means a lot more than you guys actually know. Alright, so we got some gold. I like the setup of the car being overtaken by the vines. So I was trying to sneak up on these guys, but it obviously failed. And then I forgot to let these guys kill me on purpose. Alright, so as you can see, this is the second character now that we've come across that has the broken neck, exactly like our first zombie. Las Plagas. Sorry, Las Plagas. Or as the Americans would say, Las Plagas. So I'm just taking a little look around the environment. See, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. We're getting to nearly PC quality graphics, high end. I don't know if I'm pretty sure this game is being developed for the PS4 as well.
Damn it.
And that very much holds back games. Yeah, so there is a bad guy in here, so I'm trying to sneak up on him, but it doesn't work. So yeah, here is the example of me trying to lock onto the enemy, and I couldn't pull my gun out until he got me. Got him. So he doesn't look like a goofy Fidel Castro.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry guys about the notification sounds. So that time I was able to pull it out. But as you can see, I'm not able to lock on to the character, even though I have the aim assist set to aggressive and following the enemy. Alright, so about 5 more minutes left of the video. If you guys haven't already, I would appreciate if you guys left a like on the video. As well, subscribing is much appreciated. If you guys want to let me know what you thought of the video or your thoughts on the Resident Evil series or this game, feel free. So some people realize that my gameplay footage tends to look a little bit different than other YouTubers' videos. It's true, it does. I like quality, so I do make certain adjustments to especially gameplay videos. I'm not going to reveal my secret ingredients. So now we're at the infamous village scene. Alright, so the perfect way to cook a human is 10 minutes after the screaming stops. That's where you should stop. The cooking, medium rare, very, very tender. What am I talking about? Can't reveal my family secrets. Las placas. Yes, I know what we're supposed to do.
Here we go.
In the village.
Give me a break already.
So I'm not sure what what that icon over some of the characters are sometimes. Yeah, those yellow, those white arrows. Oh crap! Did you guys just see that? Okay, it was either a head that detached and started running at me, or was a chicken. Okay, it was a chicken. Alright. Did she just call me coño? Run. Take Abraham linking off of us. Pick up an egg. Gotta make. Leon's gotta make breakfast, I guess. So you're not, like, in case you've never played Resident Evil 4 and you're struggling in this scene, you're not supposed to kill the enemies. Like, you can, but you're only going to kill like a couple of them. You're supposed to run around evading the enemies until the church bell. Beppe! Alright, and here comes... I'm sorry, he looks goofy. Wait for it, wait for it. I'm sorry, man, he looks stupid. He looks stupid. I think that might be the thumbnail. And me laughing. He's tall, he's lanky, and his head looks stupid. His eyes are too googly and way too spaced. Alright, now that was a nice death scene right there. Now I was contemplating ending it over here, but I was like, you know what? Let's get the ending. So that's about it. Thank you very much, everybody, for giving me a few minutes of your time. If you can, leave a like on the video. That's going to help out the most. Subscribe to come back for more videos. If you want to turn on those notifications, those definitely help out as well. Have a good rest of your week. Giggavega out. Cabron.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?